This is the second video in the String Quilt series from LearnHowToQuilt.com. I've put together a supply list and the directions for the string quilt. You can download these for free at LearnHowToQuilt.com under Quilting Classes. I've also added a black line master that you can color in to help with fabric choice. It's hard to give exact amounts for fabrics as I use some of my scraps along with new yardage. The amounts listed on the supply list should be more than enough if just using a few fabrics. You can go with just about any fabrics, but to get this secondary diamond design, you'll need darker fabric strips for these center diagonals. These strips should be at least 15 inches long in order to cover that diagonal. Then you can mix lights and mediums on the sides of the diagonal. To keep my scraps organized, I like to hang them up where I can see when I'm working. Usually I just grab strips as I sew, but sometimes I lay out blocks on my table and take photos of the different fabric choices. I also keep a box nearby for small scraps. I can use these in the corners of the blocks, or I can save them for future projects. Rotary cutters, rulers, and mats are popular quilting tools. If you're new to quilting, I recommend a mid-sized mat, at least 12 by 18 inches. A good ruler to start with is a 6 by 12. Rotary cutter blades are very sharp, so you have to be vigilant about closing the blade when not in use. I like this cutter because the blade automatically recedes when not in use. It also feels good in my hand, and it has this locking feature where a child wouldn't be able to open the blade. I like to keep a small pair of scissors by my machine for clipping threads. I also use a larger pair of scissors for cutting strips. I rarely use pins, but when I do, I like these glass head pins because the heads won't melt if accidentally hit with a hot dry iron. You'll want a neutral colored thread as it's impossible to match all the different fabric. Last but not least, you'll want a machine in good working order. It doesn't have to be fancy, just able to sew a straight stitch. Ready to get started? Download this black line master and see if you can come up with other secondary designs. You can color it while listening to the next video in this series about choosing your foundations. Thanks for visiting LearnHowToQuilt.com. Please subscribe to us on YouTube and share our videos with your friends.